Right where you are, why don't you welcome him? Say, Lord, you're welcome. Thou art welcome in this place.
It's amazing how music stays with you, and how certain moments come back to life because of a melody or a song. In the early 70s, I had the opportunity to work with a young writer, Jimmy Pierce, and he was a wonderful young writer. There was one song that he had that I just couldn't let him be the only one that sung it, so I started singing it. And literally, this song has followed me ever since then. It's my desire to live for Jesus. It's my desire to be like Him. Though often I fail and bring Him a shame, it's my desire to live for Him. It's my desire to help someone today, someone who may have failed to see the way. I too was once so lost, but I found my way to God. It's my desire to live for Him. If you could see where Jesus brought me from to where I am today, you would know the reason why I love Him so. It's my desire. It's my desire. It's my desire to live for
Wow. I tell you what, we start singing these songs and something rolls up in my spirit, and it's awesome. I want Destiny to come sing a song. Baby, come up here for a minute. And this is one of my favorite new songs ever. And some of you know, I was amazed this weekend that people didn't know exactly who we are. That's my cute husband of 36 years, Rambo-McGuire.
Yay!
Yay! 36 years just the other day. Back on bass and helping us out tonight is our dear friend Landy Ewing. And we love Landy so much. And then the young gal that's so pretty that sings with us is our baby girl, our youngest daughter, Destiny. She's about to have a birthday on Friday. And we are so thrilled. She travels a lot and does a lot of youth conferences and leads worship, does a lot of different things. But would you tell them a little bit about this song and how you wrote it?
Yeah. Yeah, I love when she puts me on the spot to talk. A few months ago, I was just kind of in this weird sort of dry spell when it came to writing, and I knew that doors were opening for me to be able to go to more worship conferences and youth conferences, and I didn't really have a whole lot of music that was my own that fit in those environments. And for any of you guys that are worship leaders out there that are watching, you know how difficult it is to find music nowadays that says something and that matters, and that's not just the same 3 words repeated over and over to a bad chord progression. Not just in worship music. When it's done right, it's done right. But I felt like instead of complaining about not having music, I should just try to write some. And my dear friend Darcy, she told me, if you ever need to write, you can use my house. And I really felt like the Lord spoke to me and said, if you'll give me the time, I'll give you the songs. And so I set aside 3 days. I took my little keyboard over to her house. She was away for a few days and let me stay in her house. And I, for 3 days, fasted, prayed, and wrote. And I went in with this whole big long plan of, I had an outline of, I'm going to write a song about this, and I'm going to write a song about this, and I'm going to challenge this, philosophical, spiritual topic and make it awesome into a song. And what was funny is it was still warm outside, but she has a fireplace that has one of those like flip-on switch things, and so I turned the air conditioner down and turned the fireplace on just to kind of create this atmosphere for me to be able to just worship and love on the Lord. And I sat down at the piano and I had my plan on one piece of paper in front of me and a blank sheet of paper on the other side. And as soon as I sat down, it was like the Lord just opened this heavenly space over that piano and in that living room. And suddenly the plan didn't matter. Suddenly my idea of what was supposed to happen didn't matter. It was like all I wanted to do was open myself up as a vessel for what the Lord wanted to do. And I told that during a concert we did with Mark Lowry a few weeks ago, and he afterwards said, it was almost like this song was a bonus from the Lord just for showing up. And I really, really feel that way, because I sat down, I put my hands on the piano, and this song just, start to finish, it was what it was. The rest were labors of love afterwards, but this was it was just my heart saying what needed to say, and it just so happened to work. Yes. I will build for you and all I will crawl upon the altar, lay my ruined body down. Though this lamb is far from spotless, bless this sacred burial ground. Send your fire to the altar, let it wash me in the flames. I surrender to the death of me, till only you remain. I will hold fast to the altar, though the burn cuts through and through, knowing with the pain comes healing. Oh, you are making me brand new. Send your fire to the altar, let it wash me in the flames. I surrender to the death of me, till only you remain. Lord, till only you remain. Blazing fire, rain from heaven, claim your sacrifice. Raging fire, rain from heaven, I'm your sacrifice. Blazing fire, rain from heaven, claim your sacrifice. Raging fire, rain from heaven, oh, I'm your sacrifice. Send your fire to the altar, oh, let it wash me in the flames. I surrender to the death of me. Oh, I surrender to the death of me, till only you remain.
All to Jesus I surrender. All to thee I gladly give. I will ever love and trust Him. In His presence daily live. Sing with me. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. Come on, sing it again. I surrender all. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I gotta sing it one more time. I surrender all. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender
I remember hearing my friend Joyce Meyer teaching one day. She said sometimes when we sing this song, what we're really saying is, I surrender some. I surrender some. You know, anything, Lord, but the boyfriend. I surrender anything but the bank account. I surrender anything, Lord, but that career I want. And isn't it funny? It's almost like, have you ever seen a little kid that they have like a few pennies and they're going, it's mine. It's mine. Or some of you would call it the precious. The precious. And here we have the King of the universe. Our Father who loves us, who has opened up the realm of eternity, all of heaven, given us blank checks and just say, sign your name. It's the same as mine. And yet sometimes, maybe not you, but maybe I'm talking to me, but sometimes I'm still holding on to that one thing. God, you can have this and you can have that, but not my kids. And God is saying, why are you holding on to that? I'm a good Father. You know, I was thinking about the rich young ruler today. When Jesus loved him so much, Jesus wasn't beating him on him. Jesus was saying, you have got so many things so right. You're right when you said, I've kept the law, I've done all these things. You have. You're awesome. But do the one thing. There's just one thing. Isn't it something how we kind of go from one thing to one thing? About the time I give this to him, then there's one other thing. Not understanding if he had given it to Jesus, he would have sown the greatest seed that's ever been sown. He probably would have ended up being the richest man on the planet. Because Jesus didn't even tell him, sell and give it all. He said, sell and give. Because Jesus understood the principle, you don't own the money owns you. what Jesus said. Jesus is trying to say, I'm trying to help you out here. But so many times, a lot of us in this room and a lot of you watching are still trying to manage this one thing. But when Des was singing that beautiful song tonight, The Altar, I will build for you an altar right here on this rugged floor. Make my sacrifices ready and surrender to the sword. The sword that separates me from me, soul from spirit, old man from new man. But sometimes to crawl upon that altar. And if what I don't always understand is once I am there, just like the last line, you're making me brand new. It's not like you're just trying to kill me and take away all my stuff. No, God is saying, I want to do something so exceedingly, abundantly, more than you can ask or even think according to the power working in you. God wants to do something great. But I sense tonight there are some of you watching and some in this room. And maybe it's surrender time. Today we had a family meeting. And it was so good. And each one of us in our own way was saying, God, we give up. We want your kingdom to come. We want your will to be done because your will is always the best will. Maybe right where you are. Maybe if you're on your couch or in your bedroom, maybe you're in a hotel watching this, I don't know. But maybe, just maybe, if there's something you want to give to Him, don't hold on tightly. Give that little bit you got and say, Jesus, I give it to you. I trust you. I trust you, Lord, with everything concerning me because you sit high. You see the entire maze of my life. You know the end from the beginning. So I give it to you. Can we pray? Father, thank you. Thank you for this night of beautiful music to sing the songs of the kingdom. But Holy Spirit, because you are welcome to interrupt everything, we ask you to interrupt all of our lives. Forgive us if we've held on to things too tightly and haven't trusted you. But tonight, there is an anointing to trust, to believe you, to take you at your word. And so tonight, we trust your goodness. We open wide our clenched fist, our clenched fingers. We open them wide. And we give it to you one more time, Jesus. You are so loving, so kind. You take all of our problems and you turn them into things that bring opportunities for us. How do you do that? You take our frailties and in our weaknesses you are made strong. What a great God. Father, if there's some tonight that say, you know, I didn't mean to, but I've wandered away from my relationship with Christ. It's just like the prodigal son. All we have to do is start back home and Father runs to meet us. Maybe you've never made Jesus Lord. All you have to do is say yes. Yes, Lord. Yes, I received you. I receive you into my life. Be Lord of my life. And He never turns you away. Isn't that something? There are some people in my life I haven't necessarily wanted real close. But Jesus never turns you away. He doesn't just welcome you, He wants you. And tonight all you have to do is say yes, Jesus. We surrender. My blessed Savior, presence of the Lord in this place. It is precious. Tonight, Angela, it's continued prayers for healing. I want you to know, Angela, I think you have called in every time we've had one of these gatherings, and we continue, because I know that you suffer with the spirit of pain. Can I tell you, one time the Lord showed me, I asked him, I said, Lord, show me the spirit of pain. And it looked very much like an octopus, a porcupine. It looked like a porcupine with those quills. But every one of the quills of the porcupine was like a sharp razor. And the Lord showed me that it would come and lay on people and just barely, it's a lazy spirit, kind of had to just barely move. Those sharp quills would go into the different areas of the body. But then I said, Lord, what are you going to do about that? And all of a sudden I looked, and here came this huge pair of tweezers, and they were embellished with all kinds of jewels. And I saw the hand of the Lord as he began to de-quill that kind of porcupine spirit of pain. You say, well, why do you say it that way? Well, God talks to me in a way I can receive it. He speaks hillbilly to me because he knows I understand that. But he showed me. He was de-quelling that spirit of pain until it was like the nothing. So Angela, right now, and to others of you who are suffering with pain, I see God reaching in and one by one de-quelling that spirit of pain. I don't know if I've ever even shared that publicly, maybe one other time. But where you can be free, Angela, and so many others from pain. Donna needs prayer for understanding, for peace. There's so many sweet friends that are watching. Lisa Binion, Cindy Berry, Dusty, Bill and Renee Morris. Oh, man, dear friends. I would say old friends, but we don't want to talk about being old. Linda is listening from her hospital room. Hi, Linda. Jesus loves you, and the healer is there in the room. We just send ministering angels to you to touch you, for you to heal quickly, for the doctors to have absolute wisdom that there will be nothing hidden that won't be revealed. Carla says, pray for Danita, who has a kidney stone. Well, kidney stones can be dissolved in the presence of God. Hannah, his great aunt, has brain cancer. Well, we know the name that is above that name. The name of the Lord Jesus Christ. We've seen the Lord heal so many people. I'll never forget, and we're a little over, but I just want to mention this. We were in Riverside, California, and a woman came up, and we didn't know this, but she had cancer of the tongue, the esophagus, the stomach. And I don't mean it to be gross, but the stench that came from her was just almost unbearable. And I was standing there praying, and the Lord said, just hold her. Just rock her like she's a baby. And I found myself rocking her and singing lullabies for about 45 minutes. Not only was I doing that, there was a team of people around me just praying and loving. But it was not this, we're storming the gates. No, it was just the sweetest thing. And the next morning, that precious woman got up, went to the doctor because it was the day for her appointment. And the doctor said, say ah, put that little depressor there. And he said, and the doctor stepped back and said, what happened to the growth on your tongue? And she said, what do you mean? He said, what happened to the growth on your tongue? And he showed her a miracle, and there was like an indentation on her tongue. He said, I got to get you in for test right now. And they went in, they tested everything. She had been given just weeks to live. And they tested everything, and the doctor said, I don't know what's happened, but you are cancer-free. She who had days and weeks to live was healed. Can I tell you, Jesus doesn't love her any more than he loves you. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is our healer. So I speak to you, be healed, whatever the infirmity. Be healed in the name of Jesus. Believe it's your moment. Rise and be healed. Do something. If you couldn't bend over, bend over. If you couldn't walk, take a step. If you couldn't hear, just say, God, I believe I'm hearing. Because I've learned something. He is a healing Jesus. We've loved being with you tonight. We love sharing our time with you. If you want to write to us or get in touch with us, you can go to streamingtheriver.com, and it'll give you all kinds of information. If you're interested in product, you can go to Rambo-McGuire.com. It's all there. But some people have said, can we give to this? Yes, you can go to streamingtheriver.com. There's a donate button. But more than anything, we'd love to hear what Jesus is doing in your life. We want to hear if this is blessing you, if it's touching you. If it's touching you, would you share it with somebody else? Would you share it on your Facebook? We would appreciate it so much. Because the more people we sing to, minister to, the more people will be touched by Jesus. We bless you. We love you. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord.